Culling Games, Itadori, Yuji. I've been watching season 2 again just to remind myself what happened. So good. The animation's crazy. Culling Games is going to be epic. Looking forward to it. So let's draw this slightly more intense looking Yuji. So landscape page, pencil eraser, pause button if we go too fast. Start with the eyes. So typical sort of Jujutsu Kaisen style. So we go kind of vertical nearly, right? And then it goes kind of flat across. So kind of like this. So that's like your general shape. And then you thicken up this. So it's like a heavier line. Okay, kind of that style thing. Spiky down there. Right, and then bottom eyelid just goes around. It's kind of like a broken sort of line. Sort of coming around like this. And then that brown iris just curving around here. And then the pupil just somewhere in the middle. This theme song for season 2 is like stuck in my head. You are my special. Right, and then there's some extra sort of lines just down around here. Right, and then so no eyelid line. Okay, well, we just do sort of his eyebrow. They're just sharp, sort of brown eyebrow there. They do like a little texture line there, and one at the front. And then they just have like the bridge of his nose sort of drawn in here, just with 2 lines. So the other eye then, so we do that little spike at the front again. And then we go sort of relatively flat across. It's got a slight curve to it upwards. And then you thicken it up. You are my special. Right, is bottom eyelid line then. Just kind of carving around here again. And then circle iris. Pupil in the middle. Try and keep them the same size. And then there's some stress lines just coming around. His eyebrow then, like a check mark. Going up there. And then the other side. That way. There's like a little texture thing going on there at the front. And then his nose. Just the bridge of his nose, that's all they do really. And then we have the Sukuna sort of marks of, you know, the eye that opens. So 2 of them here first. And down for the nostrils. And his mouth, so very sort of serious, right? And they do this broken line thing, so it sort of starts here. Kind of like underneath the inside just of his eye, see that? And like same over here sort of thing. It's just sort of the corners of it. And then they leave a gap, and then it's kind of flat across. So there's like little gaps between the lines, slightly. So there's like little dimples in the corner of his mouth, and then like little gaps. You don't have to do the gaps, but it's just the way they do it. Like that. So he's looking like real serious. And then he's got the scar, obviously. Now this is done with like a brown line, like a scar color. But we'll do it just with the ink we have at our disposal. So just this kind of triangular sort of scar shape. And he's got the new one across his forehead. Special. It's just these texture lines on it. And then a real square chin, like a square jaw as well. Like rough proportions of things, say top eyelid to nostrils, about the same as nostrils to chin, and then nostrils to like below the bottom lip in this case. His bottom lip is tiny. So like here to here is about the same as here to here. Rough proportion. So like that and that are about the same, and then that and that are about the same. Okay, and then for the jaw, so we're aiming sort of just underneath, say, the edge of his eye there. Just under there. Okay, you're kind of crossing the nose. Changes direction at this point and goes right up that way. So like the angle doesn't keep going that way. It changes and goes up. And then he's got like a sideburn here for his hair. That brown hair of his on the side. And then his ear comes out here. So your ear, kind of top of it lines up with the eyebrow. Okay. And depending on the head tilt, normally lines up with the nostrils, but in this case it's a bit higher up. It's always funny to see the variation in these kind of things. And ear lines inside, the easiest way to do it is this, just like a letter J, right? Sort of a capital letter J. Just like that, right? And sometimes that's all you need. You know, you get away with that. They do a bit more, so they add like some extra ligament, bone, ear ligament lines. I always thought they were bones until I started this YouTube channel. And someone said, they're not bones, they're ligaments. I was like, oh my God, you're right. Right, so then the pink hair. So lots of spikes. And he's got like, his hair's changed, I think, slightly, or maybe it's just the way they draw it. But it's slightly like less of a fringe. It's kind of cropped up. So it goes up and over. So we have kind of long ones here, and then they start going up around his forehead. So you just add them as best you can. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Hair moves, changes, blows in the wind. Even the animators draw it different from scene to scene. So, you know, don't worry too much. You know, you just do your best. Spikes, or shark fins, as I call them, just coming across. And then, so it starts to go out a little bit and then all the way around his head. And like roughly how big is a man's head? So the eyes are normally halfway down, right? So I'd say in this case, it'll bring you to about there, but the hair sticks up above the skull, right? So like say if his, like imagine if his bald head was here, if he was Saitama from One Punch Man, his head would be there and the hair would be slightly up over it, right? So say if you put a one there, so you're aiming for that, basically. A bit higher than his skull, you know? So that's just the rule of thumb I use anyway. Rule of skull. Dad jokes. Go this way. So you're just adding spiky shark fins, aiming for that area. So do the same then. And some texture lines inside just to make it look like he has hair, basically. So just like these sorts of lines, you know, just a few. Doesn't have to be completely textured up. You know, just like that. Right, then we got his neck. And he's wearing a hoodie, so it's kind of a different outfit, right? And pretty big, so it comes out from behind his head, right? Right, that's kind of the start, and then it folds in, so it's got like a gray edge. So this comes down. It's got a zipper here, so we'll just stop it just below his chin. And it's got an inside line, so it's got like another sort of line that follows that down that way. And then there's some fabric folding lines inside, right? So like this stuff. And a couple more. So it's like, there's lots of different ways of doing that now. You don't have to do it exactly the way I'm doing it, but you're just like following the curvature of the hoodie itself. You know, and it just gives it sort of form. And there's kind of an edge line there. So kind of the eye sort of imagines that that's a hole, basically. And then the edge of the hoodie. Drawing is like a magic trick. That's what I always think. And then hoodie here. Then shoulder goes off. So male shoulders, 3 heads. Okay, so you can fit 3 head widths, not the ears. Oh, I forgot some hair there. Not the ears, heads, right? This like his skull. Roughly. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'll add this hair that I missed. Just like a little bit of the brown that's underneath here. And then some like little details just on his hoodie. So there's like the zipper thing that's dangling. And then he's got the, I don't know what the term for them is, those things that like tighten your hoodie. So it's like a little cylinder here. So like it has a little ellipse on the end and a curve there. And then another one on this side. Ooh, the ellipse is on this side for this one. So it's like a rectangle, but it's got a little curve on the end. And then there's red strings coming out of the hoodie, right So just these sort of mouse ears, and then the red rope or string. And boom, a few more folds if you want. But that is Culling Games Yuji. Can't wait. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.